Happy Tuesday, guys. Thanks for joining tonight. Really appreciate it. Got a pretty exciting stream tonight. Something a little different. Something very different, actually. But interesting nonetheless. All right, let's get rid of this music and get right into it. So hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Appreciate you guys joining. Well, today we're going to be looking at OnAir Airline Manager. I actually stumbled upon this. One of the folks, one of the VR Aviation members mentioned this on the Discord channel. And I had heard of this a while ago, and I kind of forgot about it because it was like in its early stages, and I looked at it a while ago. Hey, Mouse, how you doing? Yeah, another day closer to Friday. That's right, man. So I started looking at it. It was a while ago, like I want to say like 8 months ago, and I kind of like forgot about it. And then I looked at it again, and I watched a couple of videos on YouTube and a couple of people that were getting into it, and apparently, just like FSC, they've had this major surge of users because of FS 2020, and it just really the whole user interface just really intrigued me. As you know, I'm coming from the perspective of a 4-year FS economy user. Not I won't pretend to be an expert, but I know a decent amount about it. Oh, nice. Awesome. That's great. That's you guys that made us in the top 10 groups. So did they publish that newsletter already? Wow, that's quick. That's awesome. Well, I think we're gonna go up the charts too because I've got some ads in there in that newsletter. But that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, listen, you guys have been amazing. I want to talk about that a little bit later. But FSC, listen, first let me say that I still love FSC. I'm not going to stop playing FSC. I got like a bunch of IMs. So are you going to stop playing FSC? No. I'm going to still play FSC. I got a lot invested in FSC. I've got a big net worth and a lot of time, and I still enjoy it. Okay. But this thing, this system, this gaming world, it goes one. You ever hear a song by what's the band? It's an English band called One Step Beyond. One Step Beyond. It goes one step beyond. Yeah, I'm sure it is. They got an influx of people, FS economy, and they're handling that surge really well. Which is great. But so all of the perspective that I'm going to have looking at OnAir is going to come from like my fundamental knowledge of FSE, right? Because these are like economy games. They're like financial games. And personally, I love that kind of thing about it. I like finance and I like stock trading and all that. So it's kind of like I like that. Oh, you did, Aline? Yeah, to give it a try. And what did you think? So again, all that perspective is going to be from there. So tonight's stream is going to be about Online Manager. It's a premium, just for those of you who don't know. Okay, let me just show you the website here real quick. It's a hold on one second, guys. Sorry. I forgot to set up my stream deck thingy. Hold on. Where the hell is it? All right. So there's their website. It's called OnAir. OnAir.company. You'll get to their website. Just Google it. To Google OnAir Airline Manager, you'll get to it. Pretty informational. That video they have there goes through it. Okay. Very simple to install. Free trial, 7-day trial. It's like super, super easy to install. You download one module, and it's one module for like multiple flights. It supports FSX. It supports FS 2020, P3D, and X-plane. Okay, so you get all that, and there might be a different module for P3D. I can't remember, but you'll see it on the website. It's very simple to install, which is great. That right there, we all know FSE is not the easiest thing to install, right? It's kind of a pain in the ass. This is super easy to install, right? So check it out. Let me just go through here. So just look at the pricing to give you guys an idea. It's not a free service. Give you an idea of the cost, right? So it's going to cost. This is all in euros. Okay, 1 month's basically around was it $12, something like that a month. But you can get it down to like about $350 a month US if you go for the annual subscription. All right. So it's not that expensive. It's reasonably expensive. And when you see what these guys have put into this gaming world, you'll see why they deserve to have a subscription. Okay. So anyway, so that's the website. You can check that out on your own. So we're gonna talk about that. You can really think of this as like a career mode for your simulator, just like FSC is. It's like FS 2020 doesn't have a career mode. Well, this is everything and then some that a career mode should be, right? So, and it works with multiple flight sims. What's really cool is so you could fly in, you could fly one plane in FS 2020, and you could fly another plane in X-plane 11, and it's not very difficult to switch between the two. So, which is very cool. Yeah, it is. I agree with you, Alan. It's easy to get into, but there's still some interesting different things. Okay, that you need to know about it. So we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about we're going to do a flight here. So when we're in the air, I want to talk about NVIDIA's announcements today. Amazing announcements about the 3000 series, the 3070, 3080, and the 3090. What's amazing about it is the pricing. And what they basically did was they made the 2080 Ti obsolete for the most part. Okay, but if you have a chance, go on YouTube, go to NVIDIA's channel, and watch their event. It was this afternoon, and they'll go through the whole thing, all the capabilities. It's incredible. There's no doubt in my mind that if you buy a 3080 for your flight simulator system, the only thing that could ever bottleneck you would be your CPU at this point. There's no doubt in my mind. Okay. So, but anyway, so we'll talk more about that, and but let's get into OnAir. So first, I started out as a trial. All right, just to check it out, just like Aline, okay, and some of you other guys. All right, and I really liked what I saw. And somehow I was on their Discord, and I got into discussion with one of the developers, and they were kind enough to show some generosity. And full disclosure, they offered me a subscription for the service. So they gave me a 1-year subscription. So I just want to let you guys know that. But I explained that that's not going to affect the way that I look at this. I'm going to look at the way I look at everything. Its pluses and its minuses. Okay. But in addition to that, and I hope to give feedback to them as well. So, but from the looks of it, they got a lot of it covered. But in any event, in addition to that, they were also generous to provide a bunch of 1-month subscriptions that I'll be giving away, at least one of those tonight. Okay, during the stream, and there'll be more on that later. But one little hint: you need to be signed up for my Discord, and in the description of the stream here, you'll see the link to that. Make sure you go there. Make sure you sign up for the Discord, because that's going to be one of the things you're going to need to be able to participate in the giveaway. All right, so just a little hint there. Okay. But again, one thing I probably don't need to point out is the perspective that I'm looking at this from an FSE perspective. I've been doing that for 4 years. That's what's that's where I'm coming from. Just finished your first flight on OnAir, Michael. kind of challenging started out on the small planes. Yeah. One thing I will tell you, we're going to talk about this tutorial. Make sure you do the tutorial, because when you do the tutorial, you get $7,500 plus you get a C-172. They give you a plane, so you get your first plane. All right. It's not hard to do. It's basically a job, and you'll get your first plane. So make sure you do that. Okay. Important. You got lazy with flying with autopilot. Okay. Yeah. Listen, I always fly with autopilot, man. You kidding me? Autopilot is it's the modern way to fly, right? Um, yeah, I'm not sure why you got timed out there, Elaine. Sorry about that. I'm not sure why you got timed out. I got to check my foul language checker or whatever. Well, anyway, so any event, so that's the full disclosure. That's how we're going to be looking at that. But let's take a look at the overview of what this is all about. All right, so start out by make sure you do this tutorial. All right, I'm not going to go through signing up and all that. It's pretty easy. You guys can figure that out. Okay, you can set up a company. It shows they actually have a video on there. They only have one video on their YouTube channel, but it shows you how to get started and all that. So make sure you can check that out there. Okay. So make sure you do the tutorial. It's a job, and you're going to get a free plane. You want the free plane, right? So now, first things first. There's different worlds. There's the Cumulus world, and that's where you kind of like start in. And it's almost like this is like your kind of like your beta test world. This is like where you like learn the ins and outs and kind of learn the game a little bit. It's very forgiving. There's no what they call survival mode. Okay. So if you're only going to play a few hours a week, it's a good place to be. Okay. Um, and it's a good place to start. Then you can move to Stratus mode, where now you're in survival mode. Okay. And you could still have AI pilots, okay? Because you're allowed to basically. It's different. It's different. The thing that's different from FS Economy is that you can actually hire people. You can hire pilots. You can hire flight attendants. You can hire mechanics, okay? And build, like if you buy an FBO, you can put mechanics there. It's more in depth with like a tycoon type of gaming architecture, if you will, okay? So Stratus gets you into more competitive environment, and Thunder is the ultimate. It's no AI pilots, okay? It's only real people, okay? Um, the moon looks amazing tonight from the horizon. From where are you? Just curious. Are you in Canada? So it's the same as the Stratus world, but you're not able to hire AI pilots. Um, but the crew members and co-pilots, they all work as usual. Okay, and there's no minimum for renting hours. So basically, it's a free flowing economy, and that's kind of like where I think you want to get to. Like for me, what I'm expecting to do is go from If you look at the members like under Discord, most of the people are in Cumulus and in Thunder. So it seems to me like you go from Cumulus, you learn, you make your mistakes, you kind of learn, and then you go to Thunder. Now it says down here you can choose to enter any world. Each is different playstyle. Choice is not definitive, but you can't communicate between the three worlds, and you can't transfer money or aircraft. They're all separate worlds. Okay. Hey, Michael. Man, I don't know what. Oh, you gotta watch the caps. You gotta watch the capitals there, dude. Um. Anyway, so that's the worlds. Now, like I said, I anticipate myself being in Cumulus, and then moving to probably Thunder. All right, because I play the game a decent amount. At least I could try there and see what it's like. If not, I'll move to Stratus. So it's kind of cool that they have the three different choices, But we're going to be in Cumulus tonight. Okay, so basically, I've already set up VR aviation. Okay, now the one thing I'm not real certain on yet is like the idea of the virtual airlines. If you can actually how like in FSC where you can have groups. Okay. I'm not sure if you can do that or not. Like I've read a couple things on Discord. Oh, someone just subscribed there. Sarone, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So we're not going to really get into groups tonight. That's sort of like an advanced thing. We're going to be like, this is like real simple. I'm like I said, This is the literally the second time I'm kind of using this, or maybe the third time. All right, so let's get into the world here. So you can see I've got Microsoft Flight Simulator running in the back. I promised myself I wasn't going to call it Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay. So this is your airline. I named it VRAA, VR Aviation Airlines. Okay. Got your cash, company value, your income so far, your ratios. Not sure what that means. Assets to debt. Okay, so that's good. Pending jobs. Like if I look here, it'll take me to pending jobs. Okay. And I've got a mission here, which is like a multi-hop mission. If I can, it's got five. You can see here's the legs. It's got 5 legs. If I scroll down here, I have to basically do all this stuff to get this $7,500, and I get a level. I get pushed up into level 2. So there's this whole. Well, we'll go into it in a second. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. So that's pending jobs. Aircraft. Okay, this is the Cessna that I was given after I had the tutorial. Okay, and it shows you your condition, your engine. You can click on it, I think. Can you click on it? Let's see. Yeah, if you can go to the workshop, okay, et cetera, et cetera. I haven't explored all of that, but this is where that's where your planes would be, any planes that you purchase. Now, I haven't looked at all of them, but I think pretty much all of the FS 2020 planes are supported, and so far I saw that all of the X-Plane 11 planes, I'm pretty sure the ones that I like to fly are supported. FBOs, I don't own any, but you can. It's got the whole FBO thing. And I'm a level 2. Okay. But this is your skill tree. Okay. And you earn skill points as you fly missions. And what you can basically do is you can apply your skill points to certain things. Like they give you one when you start. And the first thing I applied it to was a pilot's license, so a passenger license, so that I could, fly people around, not just cargo. And then I got another 2, so I put it towards boarding training, which takes some time. So it makes your boarding and deboarding a little faster. So this feeds up your loading, your what they call the work on the apron. Okay, you'll see that. So then, you basically you can get a skill point to start getting bank loans and get better interest rates. So you can basically build up your MO, or your whole life, right? Your whole reputation, if you will. Okay, and then you can get into hiring and FBOs. So you have this skill tree, which is actually a pretty cool concept, right? And then employees. Right now, I just have one, just me. Okay, and flight attendants or mechanics. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's all the stuff that you have in your virtual airline. Okay. Now, and I'm gonna get confused here. So now I can go to the live operations board, I believe. Okay. Now this shows me that here's my Skyhawk. Okay. All right. And it's now located at North Philadelphia, KP&E. Okay. Yeah, KP&E. Okay. I can click on KP&E, and it loads up the airport data. So there's KP&E. It shows me a little bit about it. Okay. So far, I mean, the interface is pretty awesome. I just like, this is not what I'm used to. I'm not used to like flat HTML files, or CSS files, right? It's very interesting. Okay. So this is basically your operations map. Now I'm going to try to figure out find jobs. So let's go to find jobs. So I want to find jobs at KP&E. So I'm going to go to find jobs, and there may be faster ways to do this, but again, I'm still kind of finding my way around. So I want to enter the airport, KP&E. And by the way, if there's anybody in chat here that has been involved with this, speak up. And if you have a suggestion, please speak up. Okay. All right. Let me just check something here. All right. Just a reminder, guys. If you want to take part in the giveaway, we're going to be giving away a 1-month subscription to this to OnAir. but you have to be part of my Discord. Okay, look in the description. The link's in the description, and you can sign up to the Discord there, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. So I'm going to go P&E. I want to do shorter flights. Okay, from KPNE. Okay, now I have a Cessna, right? So I have to do 3 passengers or less. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to do query. Now it should pull up all the jobs that are available at KPNE, and there's a lot of them. Okay, so I could either transport goods, and you can see the way it works here. This is what you get paid for the gig. All right. So if I basically transferred, let's see, if I transferred these goods here, 89 pounds, I guess it is. Okay, $280. Well, that's not, I'm probably not going to do that unless maybe I can combine it with something else going to the same place. Now, the one thing I haven't figured out here is it doesn't show me the destination, like the actual destination airport. Okay. I'm sure I'm missing something, and it's probably easily found, but I don't see it here listed. Okay. So I really don't know where any of these are going. I just know by, by distance. Okay. So let's see if we can do a passenger, because I want to do a passenger flight. So let's do, here's 3 passengers going 15 miles. It's not very much. That's not very much. Let's go a little higher than that. I can't do. I'm not certified to do medical yet. Plus on the side. Oh, here. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. See, I told you I'm a freaking noob. All right. All right. So let's see. Let's pick a job here. Can't do medical. We don't have. I think we're going to have to end up carrying some goods here. So let's try to pick up something that's. Let's see. We can't carry that. I could probably carry something about. It's 480. How many miles? I'd carry that. Okay. So this is a short flight to where are we going to? KMSQ. All right. Electronic devices. We're going to get paid $5,630 for that. The penalty, I'm not sure what that if job is delivered late. Okay, we're going to get assessed a penalty. Now I know what that is. Here's a question for you. You see here where it says bonus factor? Okay. When I signed up, when I first set up this group, this airline, it said set a bonus factor. And I couldn't figure out what the hell the bonus factor was. I don't know what it does. So I kind of like, I probably shouldn't have done it because you can't change it once you do it. But I set a bonus factor of 30. I don't know what the hell that means. So if any of you guys know what that means, that would be really helpful. Sorry, sipping my beer here. Tuesday night beer. All right. So I think we should do this one. So let's take this job. It's only 40 miles. Take this job. Okay, and you get a little notification down the bottom here. I'm not sure if I'll keep that on forever, but it's kind of cool to have that. Okay. And now once I have the job, I guess it should be in my pendings. Yep. Okay. So there's my pendings. I can get rid of it if I want to. Okay, but thank you. Oh, you can change that. Good. But what the hell is the bonus factor? What does it mean? 30% added to your pay. Well, why wouldn't you? Then I should have chosen higher. Is there bonus factors in all the worlds? All right, so we have 480 pounds, which we shouldn't have a problem carrying, because I think how you upgrade my certification to. Not sure what you mean there. Anyway, so Yeah, I think each passenger is 190 pounds. So we're going to have no problem carrying 481 pounds. All right, so we're going to, um, we got this all set up here. So now I believe what we do is we go to the live operations map. Okay. And prepare for next flight. Is this similar to FS Economy? It's similar in the way that it's it's a aviation economy game world, but it's very different in the way that it functions. You don't get a bonus in the other worlds, right? Okay, yeah, that's okay. So the bonus is basically if you were smart enough to make it 100% or 90%, then you're going to make more money. So I have to go back and see if I could change it to 90%, right? You want it to be as high as possible? Like, why even have it? I mean, why not just make everybody the same? I guess I don't understand. So if you're smart enough to choose a high bonus when you first start up and you don't know what the bonuses means, then you're make more money. All right, so prepare for flight. Okay. All right, so this is a kind of a cool thing. So here we go. There's my payload. Okay. I'm in the Cessna, so look down here, the fuel data. Okay. Fuel data on the bottom left here. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's telling me um, my useful load. Okay, and this over here tells me my weights and balances for everything. Now, I'm only going 40 miles. Okay, so does this have gallons per hour? I don't know if it does or not. I can't see it. Slide scale difficulty before going full survival, I suppose. I guess so. Yeah, I guess I would. It would have been nice to have like when I first signed up, like explanation of what the bonus factor is, because there was like no explanation. I'm gonna ask them to do that. All right. So, all right. So this is telling me that with the current load I have now on board, what do I have? 41 pounds of fuel. Right. I've got 69 nautical miles. I'm only going. What was it? 40. I think it's 40. Okay, there's leaderboard. Yeah, the other worlds are more competitive. They have leaderboards and all that. I'm looking forward to getting into that. Yeah, you have to do check rides as well. Yeah, I think that's kind of a cool feature. Like you have to do a check ride before you can fly a plane, which is kind of cool, you know. All right, so I really probably don't need to add any fuel here. Just want to make sure because my current weight. But I always want to have. You always want to have like 30 minutes more fuel. So um, let's see. I've only got 6.8 gallons. I think I should up that a little bit. So I'm just going to go to, oops. All right. That's plenty of fuel. Okay. 12 gallons is plenty of fuel. All right. But I'm going to use this. It's not like I'm not going to use this. Okay. And you can see as I add fuel, like if I go all the way up here, okay, I could actually go full weight and I'll still be fine because you look on the right here, gross weight, 2217, 25, max is 2558. So, but I don't need to do all that. So I'm just going to fill it like 30%, 30%. Okay, 30% is going to give me 150, 175 nautical mile range. I'm only going 40. Okay, no problem. And I got plenty. I'm just absolutely fine. So I want to. Oh wait. So that I'm sorry, I forgot to check this. You got to check this little box here so you see this with your weight. So now I got a little different decision. My gross weight is 2465 with a 2558 maximum. Okay. So if you do like this, you can see that's without the weight and that's with the cargo. Okay, so let's probably we're going to be okay there. We're going to be we're probably a little overloaded, but I'm just going to it's 40 miles, so I think if we have enough fuel to go 150 miles, we're going to be fine. Okay, and that just kind of lessens our weight a little bit, all right? Because we really, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We want to do like optimal, I guess, is right here, 65. So let's just do 104. There you go. Because the whole idea is to have a profitable flight, and you get to choose the fuel level, and it gives you all these metrics to be able to make decisions, right? It's probably less important on a Cessna carrying 481 pounds, but it's more important on a Citation longitude or larger plane, like a King Air 300 or something, where you got 13 passengers and cargo and stuff. So this is actually, I love this about it. It's making you do flight planning, weights and balances planning, which is great. All right. And it's giving you real-time feedback so that you can make proper decisions. So I'm going a little bit over. I got 104 nautical miles in the tank. It's only 40. If I have a problem, I'm going to have extra gas. Okay. So I confirm payloads. Okay, so now they're working on the apron to load up the plane. Okay. And when I'm ready to fly, I click this and I go fly, and then I go into my simulator. Now, I guess while I'm doing this, what I could do is I can go to, let me just make sure I remember what the hell airport we're going to. So we're going, oh wait, why doesn't it show it on here? Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong here? Wait, I just thought I set that up here. Okay, hold on. What the hell did I do here? Uh, what did I do here? Well, I'm going to get the simulator going in the background here while I figure that out. So I'm going to go to the map. We're not going to fly at 10 p.m. We're going to fly during the day. We're going to go back to our Cessna. Wow, this is really running slow. This is really running slow. Wonder why this is running so goddamn slow. Wow, this is really running slow. I lowered my graphics settings too before I Something is up here, ladies and gents. Something is definitely up here. All right, so I'm departing from KPNE. All right, so we'll put that in there. Look how slow this is going. Hold on a second. Let me just check something. Be careful going full fuel. End up limiting the size of load. Right, exactly. Yeah, I saw that. I just want to look at my performance. Yeah, the CPU is only 58%. GPU is 45. I don't know why. This thing is operating so slowly, but we're going to figure it. I guess we'll figure it out. So what the hell happened to my job here? I thought for sure I had set that up. It was preparing. Let's go prepare for next flight. I mean, okay, so we were going to go, let's go 115 nautical miles. We got our load in. We confirm fuel and payload, confirm, and go fly. Okay, so now it's going through, entering stuff in the apron. All right. Select destination. Oh, what the hell? Where the hell were we going again? MQS. So I have to enter that here. Okay. Chester County, Carson. I want to go. What I like to do is, you guys can't. Well, let me show you. I'm going to. I like to go KMQ. I always like to have Sky Vector. I don't want to go across the country. We're going KPNE to KMQS. Chester. All right. So that's our route here. We're probably going to. It's a non-towered airport. So I want to pick a. We'll go FCO. Okay, that should be okay. All right. We're going to fly this VFR. All right. We don't need no stinking ATC to get here. We're going to fly this one VFR. So once this is all set up, you're all good to go. Passengers okay. Cargo's okay. Planned is good. So we want to go to flight tracking page and start flight tracking. Okay, so now this will all come up here. All right, I'm going to go, destination is KMQS. Scroll in here. We're gonna start hot and heavy. All right, that's a good runway to start at. That's cool. And then we'll set up our waypoint to get us. There it is, FCO. Add that in there. Okay, we're flying at. Let's fly at. 622. Flight conditions. We're going to turn off all players. We're just going to do this like clean, all right? And clear skies, okay? That's it. Flight set up. Now, while this is going through its motions, let me bring up the... Now, we have to hit start tracking. There we go. We got all green check marks. It's good. So now I can either hit start tracking, which is what I'm going to do.
Dayton simulator not matching.
What? Dayton simulator not matching. Oh, because I changed the time? Okay. Okay. That's weird. So I have to do... Wait, this is Wednesday. Oh, I see. This is on UTC. Interesting. Maybe my settings are messed up? Let's go back to the dashboard. It thinks it's on UTC time, so it thinks the game is in September 2nd, but it's still September 1st. So, options, global settings, time, UTC offset. What are we, -5? What the hell are we? Or are we plus, is it +5? What time is it? 8:43. That was weird. Like, I think it's because this isn't set up properly. So, for example, local time is 8 p.m. and your offset is 1 p.m. It will be 9 p.m. in your simulator. Okay, so I'm minus. Aren't I minus -5, right? So it's 3 p.m. in the simulator. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure why I did that, but I guess I should have it set up at -5, right? Try that and see if it works. You cannot change settings. All right, so I got to deactivate the flight. Okay, that's not good. Okay, go back to operations map. And I want to go to cancel flight, right? Let me just see if this, let me just see once the simulator does its thing here, if I can start the flight. The offset allows you to have it be different time in the same. Yeah, that's what I had it at 0. I mean, I don't understand why it was messed up. Maybe I have to have the simulator running. Let's see. Let's see if that happens. Let's get the simulator running, then I'll try it. This thing is running really slow. Like I've never had it run this slow before. It might be hung up. Let me just look at my. All right, guys. So just a reminder, if you want to participate in the subscription giveaway, 1 month subscription giveaway for OnAir, make sure you go to my Discord. The link is in the description. Sign up for my Discord. You're going to need to be on and have access to that Discord to participate, okay? Fair warning. Fair warning. All right. You change the time in the sim. Yeah, I know. So you can't change the time in the sim. You have to basically use regular time. So if I want to fly a mission at, I think I'm hung up here, guys. But if I want to fly, let's say I want to fly at 6 p.m. like I'm doing here, I have to. I can't change this to the time in the sim. It's kind of odd. Yeah, so CPU is like, this thing is hung up, so I'm gonna have to. All right, so Microsoft failed me. Process, flight simulator. It says it's still running. Let's give it a few minutes. Let's give it a few minutes. If you offset the UTCT time, then you can change the sim time. Okay, it was originally on 0, so you couldn't change the time. Interesting. All right, so the question is here. It will change the time when you start the flight. Okay, let's see. That's what I want to see. I want to see what happens when I get in the simulator, in the plane, and then I start the flight and see what happens. So I guess the process is get in the plane, then start the flight, right? On air. Like I said, guys, I'm learning here, right? I'm gonna give this 3 more minutes, and I'm gonna have to restart it. $12 offset of mine, so you can fly the mornings instead of the evenings. Right, I got to figure all that out. Yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to kill this, guys, and restart, unfortunately, because I think it should not take this long. Flight simulator. It's churning away CPUs. All right, I'm gonna kill it. I'm ending the task. It was running kind of funky before. Okay. Let's kill this. Let's start up Microsoft Flight Simulator again here. Well, while we're waiting, let's do the first giveaway. What do you say? Are you guys ready? Make sure you're signed up for my Discord, okay? Let me know if you guys are ready. Let me know if you guys are ready. You guys ready? I don't want to disclose. All right, so in my Discord, you can IM me, okay? You're going to need to IM me to participate in this. So here, it's going to be trivia, all right? It's going to be trivia. Are you guys ready for this? Are you going to be ready? You ready for this? It's going to be trivia. Let me pull it up here. Hold on. Let me pull my trivia up here. I don't want you to see my trivia. All right. It's aviation trivia. Okay. The first person to IM me in Discord, the answer, will win a 1-month subscription to OnAir. Get you. I'll basically IM you back the key for your 1-month subscription. Are you ready? Okay. Let me just pick a good one here. Hold on. Let me pick a good one. A tough one. All right. This is actually an easy one. Okay. Should not require any Googling. Are you guys ready? Which one of these aircraft is supersonic? Ready? Make sure you IM me in my Discord. Not post it in a channel. IM me in my Discord. Okay. Which one of these aircraft is supersonic? The Learjet, the Concorde, or the Boeing 747? Whoever IMs me the correct answer first will win 1-month subscription. Let me get this dopey music off. Which one of these aircraft is supersonic? The Learjet, Concorde, Boeing 747. All right, let's see who gets it first. I don't have any IMs yet. Oh, someone just IM'd me. That would be Miko, and he says the Concorde. Dude, you won the prize, bro. Nice job. Nice job. That's Mayoko. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I know you're part of the FS economy. But yeah, you win the prize, dude. That was a pretty easy one, the Concorde. Yeah, sorry guys. We may have another giveaway in a second here. So let me, Miko, let me pull you up here. And congratulations, Miko. I'm gonna send you your prize right now, man. Hold on. Is it Maikoto? Is that how you pronounce it? Mayoko. All right, we may do another one a little bit later. No, dude, you didn't. I picked the first person that, trust me, I picked the first person that IM'd me. First person that IM'd me. I could even show you the order if you like. You got to trust me. We'll be doing more. Let me get you your keys there, bub. All right, Miko, congrats. And here is your key. 1-month subscription. Enjoy it. All right, cool. So all right. So let's get let's get on with this. Maybe it's because I have all these goddamn windows open. All right. All right. So let's get it. We're gonna go. We got to get to PNE, right? This is seems a little faster. Much better. Much better. Much better. Oh, much better. Good. There's something. Might have been a memory leak or something. We're gonna be in a Skyhawk. And we're going to. I like to change my. My ATC options into November 328 Tango Delta. All right, that's the one I kind of like. That's the one thing FSC does that I haven't figured out that OnAir doesn't do. FSC FS 2020 will pick up the tail number from FSC, which is kind of cool. You're welcome, Mayako. Enjoy it. All right, so we're going to go from KPNE, right? And we're going to KMQS, right? And make sure we're taking off at the right. I want to go. We're going to try this at the time we want to try. All right, we'll take off that runway. That's fine. We want to set up our waypoints so we line up with the runway. And let's get that going so we get the plane there going. Take 6, how you doing? You see, yeah, you've not tried it using it until this week. Yeah, a lot of people, they've had a major influx of people joining up, which is, it's really great isn't it great to see, like, as a flight simulator enthusiast, okay, and obviously all you guys are enthusiasts as well. As a flight simulator enthusiast, isn't it great to see all this influx of people interested, not only in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but also in these tycoon type simulation worlds? It's awesome. It's awesome. You know, being part of FSC for so many years, it was kind of like a limited group, and it really kind of started to die off. I got to be honest with you, the last 6 months before August 18th, when FS 2020 was released, it was, the airports that I was involved with, me and a couple other people were basically doing all of the routes, and now they can barely keep up with the jobs. I mean, the system can barely keep up with adding new jobs. So it's nice to see. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Michael. It's awesome, and I can't wait until VR. I mean, there's nothing like VR flying, as you guys probably know, right? Those who are involved with it. There's nothing like VR flying. And, I get my fix going back to X-Plane flying in VR, which is awesome. But when that comes to this system, it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing just how well the 2D beautiful world, when you're running an Ultra, okay, looks when you're in VR. But anyway, that's a what do you call it? A Microsoft thing. I've got my issues with the FS 2020. Maybe we'll talk about this some other stream. But for today, we're going to get this thing going here. All right, here we go.
Tower Cessna November 328 Tango Delta ready for departure to the west at runway 24.
Okay, cool. So we're flying VFR. What did I do? I pulled the steam. All right, we could do this one. All right, let me get this guy up here. Okay, start tracking. Hopefully, this will change the date and time correctly. And it did.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay, so the problem was you got to start the simulator first. Okay. Don't you love this UI? Isn't this freaking awesome? Isn't this awesome? I mean, airport data, okay? METARS data. How cool is this, man? it's very, very cool. They did a great job pulling this together. They really did do a great job. Oh, you know what it did? Can I change my time here? Let's see what happens if I change my time.
Time in the simulator went backwards.
Ah, didn't like that. Okay. We're finding out little things about it.
Your
Let's start.
flight is resumed in OnAir.
We'll fly. We'll fly at night. We'll fly at night. All right, cool. We're good. We're tracking. We'll come back to this later. And let's get our crap. Why is this hung? Simulator's hung. Come on. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. I think I'm gonna abort the flight.
Flight aborted by user.
Okay. All right, now we're back here. Okay, so this is all good now. All right, let's do this. So I can't go back in time. Where's my panel lights? All right. I tell you what. Can I fly a plane I'm familiar with? Sorry. Sorry, guys. I picked the wrong plane. I want to go back and pick the plane I'm familiar with. Go to the options, change time. You can put the OTC offset to move the time. Yeah, I try to do that before, and I have to. I'm just gonna fly at night. I don't care. I don't care. I want the G1000. Okay, we're going PNE. We're going KMQS. All right. We're going to use autopilot. Going FGO. Actually, maybe we'll use ATC. Flight conditions. We'll leave it that way. And we're going to fly. Okay. I'm going to have to experiment. I'll experiment with the timing before again after the stream. I don't want to. I want to get this flight in. Because to do that, I got to cancel the flight and all that. I just don't feel like. I'll totally try that. Take 6 at some point. Yeah, don't you love that, Count Henny? It follows you along, which is awesome. It's awesome. They really did a nice job on the UI. They really, really did. And like I said, at first I'm like, oh, am I going to pay for this? Like, am I going to pay for this before they offered me the subscription? But I got to pay for this? Okay, well, it's not that expensive, but FSE's free, and I know that well. Is like, is it that much better? It's pretty cool, man. And it's not like I'm going to stop playing FSE. Like I said, it's two things, right? So, but while this is loading, let's talk about NVIDIA. NVIDIA. Wow. 3 new cards. 370, which comes out in October, 380, which comes out in September 17th, I think, and the 390, which is like a ridiculous card that they're going to use to do like, 4K animation and stuff. But the prices are unbelievable. The 3070 is $499. 3080 is $699, I think. 3090 is $1,500, $1,499. But apparently the leap forward, let's go to compare specs. It doesn't have a comparison. I know there's a comparison chart to, if you look online, you'll find a comparison chart to the older models. It's just unbelievable. They basically ice they what's the word I'm looking for? They basically
Tower Cessna November
retired.
328 Tango Delta ready at runway 24 west departure.
They basically retired the 2080 Ti. It's just incredible. So, but the thing you have to understand about GPUs, and we'll talk about this in a second, but with flight simulation, it's not always about the GPU. It's not always about the GPU. There's a lot of computation in flight simulation. We're going to be flying at night here, so I want to put my panel lights on. I want to put these all up here. All right, so we can see shit. Taxi lights on. Okay, we're gonna go. Where is it? I can't see here. Nav. We'll set our altimeter to. We'll just do it to. It's gonna be a short flight, so I'm gonna set it to 4,000 and see what ATC tells us. So we're gonna let them guide us in. We'll go up 400 feet per minute, and that should get us where we're going here. So let's pull up this guy here, and we're gonna go prepare for next flight. Our flight should be in there, same thing. Payload's the same, gas is the same. Confirm and ready to fly. Okay. Destination is KMQS. It gives us our alternative. And we're ready to go. So we'll do flight. And it's probably going to change the time here. The simulator. All right, we're good to go there. There it shows our flight. Very short flight. Start flight, change the time of the simulator. So I got to do the offset thing, like you guys have been saying.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Yeah, I'll probably turn that voice off too. Like after like you get used to it, you really don't kind of need that anymore. Beacon off when starting engines. Okay, cool. So we're good here. We got all our panel lights. We can see. We'll do a night flight. What the hell? Let's pull up ATC. We're clear for takeoff. Okay, good. Let's get the hell out of here. Flaps to 1. Brake, parking brake off, and we're off and running. I tell you what, it is fun flying at night in this simulator. It really is. It looks amazing. That is a test for VR for any simulator when you fly at night. X-Plane 11 at night in VR?
Airborne time logged.
Flaps up. Trim up. And let's get our autopilot on.
Cessna 8 Tango Delta, continue for west departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace. Tower Cessna November 328 Tango Delta, continue for west departure.
We're gonna stay VFR. You might subscribe for a couple of months. Also, you're also using. Yeah, I saw Air Hauler also. That looks interesting. Each one has its benefits. Yeah, I can't ever see myself going away from FSC. Like I said, I've got so much invested there. So much invested there. Got the 6-month pack today. Yeah, the prices are very fair. Very fair. Totally fair. Picked up Traffic Global, and you're really liking the GA aircraft they just added. What's Traffic Global? I don't know what the hell that is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? All right, so we could probably go up at 500 feet per minute. Get our asses up to 4,000. Actually, we don't even need to be at 4,000. We're going to be at 3,000. All right, so this is it. We're flying our flight. Let's pull up. You can see the status here. You can see we got to move.
Cessna 8 Tango Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
We got a moving. I think I have to talk to this guy. Knowledge frequency change.
Tower Cessna November, Tree 28 Tango Delta frequency change.
We don't need no flight following. All right, so let's go back to this. Yeah, so now there's probably a way to show your line here. I haven't figured that out. I would imagine like a breadcrumb or whatever. Because that would be kind of cool to be able to, like, even though I know this is my destination, it might be cool to have a line there. The other thing I thought of was, well, you could do like show other airports. So in case you have to make a, emergency. But this thing actually already sets up your emergency, which is kind of far away, APG. But anyway, the other thing I thought of was, well, you can go to Bing here. It takes a little while to load Bing in. Just a different map. It takes a little bit to get it in there. I figure this is probably just slowing the system down. So let's go back to the other one. So this is basically your screen up here in the left-hand corner, upper right-hand corner. Sorry, it's basically showing your lat long, your altitude. Okay, max bank, max pitch. Does it show your airspeed? Doesn't show your airspeed, but it knows your airspeed. Yes, we're back to ArcGIS, all right? And that's it, man. So we're flying this flight. It's not going to be very long. And I guess while you're doing this one, I could be going in and figuring out, like, if I'm going to go from MQS, I could probably go into find jobs while I'm flying here, right? Go to MQS. All right. Oh, sorry, I spelled that wrong. MQS. And another short flights, do query logistics, and now I can just set up my next flight, okay, and load it in. Now I could probably do some planning, and just let's say I'm going to do like a multi-hop. I could just load them all in, and as I get to each place, it's going to give me the opportunity to load that new job in, right? Back to track. This is nice. So it always gives you this little option up here to go back to the tracking page, which is kind of cool. And there we are. We're flying along. Very cool. Airport sheet. So if we want to know some information about KMQS, pull the airport sheet up. It tells you the runway, tells you their length, altitude, direction, okay, etc., etc. Longitude. If there's an FBO here, you can actually create an FBO. I haven't gotten into that yet. Find FBOs in the vicinity. Let's just see what that does. So this is why you need autopilot, right? So you can mess around with this. Here's all the FBOs. Oh, Morristown. You got all these different FBOs in the. Oh, the other thing I remembered. Let's go back to the tracking page, and we'll go back into the plane. It has an app. Go to your phone, your iPhone, or if you've got it, probably. I guess it runs. It runs on. What do you call it? What do you call it? Android. But go to your Android or your Apple phone and look for OnAir app, and there is an app. Because you actually don't have to be in a flight simulator to play this game. And you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at my app right now, and it's basically showing me the jobs that I finished, and I can take a look at, let's see. Well, just check out the app. I said, oh, let me see if they have an app. They have an app. Pretty cool. So I'll be checking that out to see what kind of functionality that gives you. Maybe if that means if I put it on autopilot, I want to go upstairs and grab a beer or something, I can do that, and I can check it out on the app while I'm talking to my wife for a few minutes. Low on fuel. Uh-oh. Well, we're not going very far. I bet you know what I better do here is I better pull back the mixture a little bit. We got 22 miles, and we're going to be making it. We might be gliding in on fumes. We just might be gliding in on fumes. So anyway, I got to tell you, man, I think it's a very cool gaming world. I really do, and I wanna, what I'm gonna do is probably like a lot of what you guys are doing. Um, getting used to the Cirrus world. You know, kind of getting used to that, and making sure I understand all of the nuances and stuff. Yeah, it tracks all the flights in detail. That's awesome, right? So they really. I want to tell you, and again, I'm not knocking FSC, but as I said this when we started here, when I looked at this, I have to look at it from the perspective of FSC, right? Um, it's got all of the things that you would imagine a modern aviation game world would have. You got to remember, FSC was, I think it's 15 years old or something. It was written for FSX 9. Okay, um, and it's great, but it's kind of stagnant in the way it's designed. It's web. It's a cascading style sheet web page developed game. Okay, which is not really where things are at. It's like very similar to, like, there's this game that my daughter used to play called Pony Island. I don't know if you ever heard of Pony Island, but Pony Island was like this genetics kind of game where you breed ponies, and it was actually pretty interesting. But it's all web based. It's all there's no UI to it, and that UI and being able to functionally get through and figure stuff out and find information and all that. It makes it more. I think it makes it more enjoyable, makes it more useful, um, and it's like I said, I'm very, very impressed. In fact, I want to tell you that I actually started to develop I was going to actually develop a modernized FS economy on my own. I actually started writing the application definition and spent some time on it. And when I came, and I've been working on it for a couple months, okay? And when I came across this, I said, well, I learned about how something like this should be designed, but I don't think I'm going to spend my time doing this because these guys are basically doing pretty much everything that I wanted to do, which is actually pretty cool. So anyway, just an interesting side note. So, but yeah, so I highly listen. 7-day free trial, and it's, as I said, it's not very expensive to join. What is it? It's like $3.50 if you go for the annual. I'll just figure that out. It's like $3.50 a month. So you're talking, it's like $40, I think, or $3.80. It's like $3.80 US a month. I think that's what it is. My calculator. For some reason, my calculator is not working. Yeah, it's like $45 a year, something like that. US. I mean, that's nothing, right? You get enjoyment out of it, and you got the 3 worlds and all that. I'm not trying to sell it. I just think it's for all the work that they've put into it. I think it's definitely worth it, like someone else said in the chat. So, but what do you guys think? If you had to rate it, scale of 1 to 10? I'll ask the question. What do you guys think? The folks that have used OnAir, what do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys think. All right, I hope we get there with enough fuel. We should. Oh, let's see if this shows you fuel. Doesn't show you fuel burn, does it? No. Anyway, that's on air. There's more to it, and here's what I'm gonna be doing. This is episode 1 of On Air. I'm probably gonna do one a week of On Air. Okay. It's like FSU, it's about 15 years younger. Yeah. Let you add purpose to flying. Yep. Fly careful. Think about fuel, such things. Exactly, Leaf. Without it, you think, without it, you just play it. Exactly. After I was watching someone's video on YouTube, and he actually made I forget who it was. Otherwise, I'd give him credit, but he made a very good point. He said, after you spend the first 15 hours flying FS 2020, and you see the Statue of Liberty and the pyramids and the Grand Canyon and all the places that you wanted to see, okay, you could probably do that for a while, but after a while, you kind of like, it could lose its flair. And when you have, that's what FSC is about, right? It gives you a purpose for flying, gives you a reason for flying, right? And here's the same thing, right? You've been enjoying it, Michael. That's awesome. I would actually, Kyber, I'd agree with you. I think it's actually deeper, much deeper than FSC. And like you said, Elaine, the modernized interface, the depth of it, and I haven't even, you guys are probably further along than I am. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. But I could see that, sorry, I don't mean to, baseball fields. I love baseball. Looks like a high school. All right, I haven't even scratched the surface yet. Like I said, this is like my 3rd flight, I think. Okay, literally my 3rd flight. And I hope I don't crash. I hope I don't run out of fuel. How long we got here? Oh, 8 miles. We should be good. We should be good. We're gonna cut it close. Yeah, Michael, I agree with you. You're interested in how it would be when you work in the airliners. Yeah, I mean, I've seen jobs for like, 68 people, and they're like, so I think that's all in here, okay? So you're new to flight sim. Okay, that's awesome. What do you think about it? Have you always wanted to get into flight simulation, Elaine, and now you're in it? And what do you think about it? Just curious. Because now you've had probably 2 weeks now with FS 2020. If you want to really get into something cool, flight simulation with VR is unbelievable. Once you do that, it's very difficult to fly in 2D again. I actually think I see our airport right ahead there, which is good. So, but the one thing I have to figure out here, okay, is because the thing that I really like about FS Economy is the group aspect. We have VR Aviation, got a bunch of people that fly now, and it's awesome, and we've got Discord, and it's fun. It's a group effort, and I want to know how that works. Can you set up a group of people similar to the way you do in FS Economy, and have like the pilot fee, and like some money goes to the group that you will own all the FBOs as a co-op? Can they do that kind of thing? I have to look into groups, how that works, because that's important to me. But even if that's lacking or still not developed where it should be, I could see myself being involved with this just as a single pilot. It's just interesting. You simmed everything minus flight. Okay, gotcha. And love flying. It's just never interested in gaming it. Gotcha. Okay. Well, if you get really into it and you're interested in virtual reality, I'll tell you what, there is nothing like land. Well, there's a lot of things like it, but in flight simulation, when you land a plane with a VR headset, you'll never go back to 2D is very difficult for me. I've gotten used to it again after this last 2 weeks, but when I go back into VR, I'm like, oh, finally. So much easier to land, you know. You can have partnerships with others, or on Thunder server, you can create a virtual airline. What you described sounds like the new virtual airline feature. So basically, Leaf, does that mean on Thunder, I could have a virtual airline, and I could have you and Alan, and I could run it. Let's say I'm running the virtual airline, and I could have you and Alan and Take Six and Michael all as members of that virtual airline. Is that how that works? Oh, the FSC economy got you going. Okay, cool. Got you hooked. Yeah, it's you know, that's what's those guys that developed FS economy 15 years ago. They were onto something. They said, you know, look, we're gonna make this interesting for people, and we're gonna keep them engaged, and they really did. You know, and that's you gotta hand it to them. You know, especially the fact that it's all volunteer. You know, they don't get paid, right? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, let me see if that's our airport there. I hope it is, because we're running on friggin' fumes here. I think that's us right there. All right, so that's how it works, Leaf. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, because that's what I want. I want that I want the group that I can invite 10, 15, 20 people, and we can have a VR aviation group and on air, and we could do a weekly stream just like we do with FS Economy, and we could have, you know, have fun doing that. All right, we got our we're on a 5-mile final for MQS. And we are definitely on fumes. All right, I'm going to land this plane, then I'm going to catch up with chat, guys. I just want to make sure I get this bird home before... So we have a successful first stream with an on-air flight. I just got a notch of flaps there. All right, I got the mixture all the way in. Man, we are definitely on fumes. Look at that. Look at that fuel gauge. Look at the altimeter turned yellow. We might glide over the threshold here. We just might glide over the threshold. I mean, can I make it here? If I run out of fuel? Yeah, please do, Take Six. Join, please do. Oh, you mean if we do it here? All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to do... my goal is to do that here, but I need to spend some time on the Cumulus server to make sure I, you know, learn enough about it before we do that. Because I want to, you know, if I start up the group, I don't want to disappoint. I want to make sure it's fun for everybody, you know. So, and I know we're all kind of learn it together, and then probably after about a couple months of playing it, we'll be experts, you know. All right, we are definitely on fumes. Look, everything is yellow. The glide path indicator's yellow. The altitude is yellow. But we can make it from here. This bird will glide right from here. I know that. If we cut the engines right here, we're good. We're good. Well, I might just set it up on Thunder anyway. We'll see. I don't know.
Windcom.
500.
We're coming in heavy and hot here. But I can't go around. I don't have the fuel, so I'm gonna have to slow this bird down and make a pretty spicy landing here. I didn't want to lose any speed in case I ran out of fuel. All right, we should be okay here. We're going to land at 83, 76, 75. Just try to get her down gently here. Come on, come on. Flare it up. Come on.
Landing time logged.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Landed at Kilo Mike Quebec Sierra, Chester Co. Carlson.
Brakes on. Let's not go past the threshold. So does anybody agree with me that the pedal, the rudder pedal sensitivity is ridiculously oversensitive? All right, let's get our brakes on. Oh, that's one difference here. You have to shut down the engines. If it's economy, you turn the brake on and the flight's over, you know. Here, you have to shut down the engines. Now, they may shut down on me if I run out of fuel. Yeah, guys, please hit that subscribe button. Oh, let me get my turn here. Just want to get off the runway. We don't want to shut the engines down on the runway. That was a cool night flight. What do you think? Probably looks cooler for you because I got lights in my office here, so it's not as cool. Yeah, the rudders are bad. It's like steering, taking off. Oh, thank you for the butter. I don't know if I deserve butter there, but I don't think it was quite butter. It was probably, I'm going to give myself I think I'm going to give myself a 6 there. I don't think I can go beyond a 6. Let's see where this guy takes us. We got to fix the tires after that, so we're gonna bring it over here to the mechanic. All right, let's do that. Get to that tough landing. And we'll park it right here. Yeah, so you've got to shut down the plane. So we're gonna put the parking brake on, and we got the parking brake on. So shutdown procedure would be, let's see, clean up the flaps. Okay. Mixture
Engine
out.
off time logged. End of flight.
We're gonna
Registered in OnAir Company.
All the lights are off. We're gonna go avionics off and battery off. Plane is ready to go. Beautiful. Let's go check stuff out here. So there we go. It's
Flight 209er, clear for vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
You got the What's Our Vector Victor, Mouse. Thank you for joining the channel. I appreciate that very, very much. You get the Bambino Tech emojis and the beer and the butter and all that stuff, and I really do appreciate you joining. Thank you. Thanks so much. You help support my upgrade on my PC. But thanks a lot. I appreciate that. So let's see. Reputation change 0.04%. That's not a great. Will we get a minus? We got some minuses here. Engine on was on at track. Oh, engine was on at tracking start. Minus 0.02%. 0.2%. Okay, so basically you're giving up a little points if you start on the runway running. Beacon and strobe were off. Interesting. So they want your engine off and your beacon and strobe on when you start up. Lights were on, engine shut down. Well, I thought I turned them off, but okay. Comfort bonus obtained, safety bonus. Okay, I got all that stuff. So some XP bonuses. It gives you all your information here of what, let's see, what conditions normal wear, aircraft condition, not too much wear, okay, engine, not too much wear. And that's it. So show flight record. Let's just see what that says. Oh, I see. So this shows you, I think this is like your altitude changes. Yeah, I guess these are like altitude changes. That's kind of cool. Like, this is all cool stuff, man. This is all really cool stuff. It's like, I know it's geeky. It's like geeky metrics, but I don't know about you, but I like this kind of, like, it's just like interesting to me, you know? You get to see. Now, especially like, this would be cool if you're flying VFR, right? And like the way I should have done it, if this is a non-towered airport, I should have entered the pattern, right? On the left downwind, probably on the, the left downwind. Okay, I would assume. Made my my left base, made my final turn, right, and it would show my pattern, and then I could get an idea of how well I did with my pattern. See, I like that. That's like kind of like a bonus, right? Pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna go OK, and now we can go to, let's see, go to my company, go to skill tree, see if we gained any points. Nope, no points, no skill points. But we're moving up in cash. Let's go to dashboard. All right, so we made a little bit of money. Now we're 188K. We still got our plane. I want to buy, my first plane I think I want to buy is the TBM 930. 7 passengers, quick as hell, 31,000 feet. I love that plane. In fact, that's going to be my first plane. But anyway, so that is on air. That's this, it's, I didn't, like, again, we're not diving into the deepest parts of it. We're on the Cumulus server. But it's, I got to tell you, man, it's pretty freaking cool. It's pretty freaking cool. Let's see, Alan, you bought the game last week. Oh, you bought the MS 2020. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't figure out how to get the rudders right, Bruce. I just can't. Yeah, they both add great immersion for sure. Totally agree with that. Most of the points you almost need to start from cold and dark and finish cold and dark, which makes sense, right? You get the most points for the most realism. Right? It makes kind of sense. The good news is you're not getting penalized too much, right? For doing that, you're getting like a 0.2%, which isn't too bad. The economics games are cool. You end up trying to find new airports and planning flights and deal with weather and run. Exactly, yeah. It lets you figure out how to improve your flying and your flight planning. Yeah, lots of geek stuff. That's what I love, the geek stats. Flight planning, that's very cool. Like if we go into, I got to change this to 90. But I mean, it doesn't really matter in the Cumulus world because I'm not gonna stay in here. I'm gonna be in the other world, the Thunder world, whatever it's called. But if you go to what the hell was I gonna do here? Yeah. Oh, wait, let me just go to pending jobs. Hold on. Pending jobs. That's what I want to do. So if I go to pending jobs, you could see. I mean, I want to do this one next. Okay. This is a multi-hop mission, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do this correctly. So my plane now is at MQS, right? So I could go MQS to FDK. I actually own FDK and FS Economy. Then I can go FDK to mix. Then I can go mix to FRG. Then I can go FRG to, where's W94? Okay, W94. And then I can go, then I have to go back to Cape May and then back to MQS. All right, so I could do that. That's not too bad. So you got 5 hops here. You're going to get $7,500, but you get some nice XP. So this is probably going to be the next one I do. But anyway, that's on air. I got to tell you, I think it's very cool. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this. We're going to be doing episodes. I'm probably going to play off stream a bit, okay? Just to get a little bit more, experience so I'm not fumbling around like I am now. And then once a week we'll probably do a stream where we do on air. And then we'll do one week where we do once a week when we do FS Economy, and then on the Saturday one we'll figure something else out. But it's going to be both games, and because I like them both. All right. Well, guys, listen, that's going to do it for me. I tell you what, we'll give away one more 1-month subscription. Okay. Again, it's going to be a trivia game, so I'll give you a few seconds here. Make sure you're signed up on the Discord server. Okay. And this time, instead of doing IM, go to, if you're in the Discord server, go to the, let's see, the PC Tech Geeks channel on my Discord server. Okay, there's not much in there. PC Tech Geeks. We're going to use that right now. Actually, let's go to random. Go to random. Go to random. All right. We'll give you guys a few seconds to get to random, because that's where you're going to type in. That's where you're going to type in your answer to the next trivia question. Steve, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Bruce, you too. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Always appreciate the support. You're welcome, Joseph. You're welcome. Anybody run into that Fusion 2.0 mega problem? I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. I'm not sure what you're talking about. All right, so you guys on the random channel of my Discord server? Are you? Okay. If you're ready, let me pull this up here. Okay, you guys ready? Another piece of aviation trivia. This might be a little bit harder. I think we'll make a hard one. Let's see. This might be a little bit of a hard one. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Here it is. Who was the first air traffic controller? I'm assuming in the United States. Okay. Who was the first air traffic controller? Your choices are Billy Kindersley, Jeffrey Myers, or Archie League. Who was the first air traffic controller? All right, first one to pop it into that channel wins. Let me just go over there and see. 1 month subscription. You got it. Desirok. Okay. Desirok, you're the dude that told me about On Air. So, dude, you win the prize, man. Good job. Congratulations. All right. So that's gonna. Well, sorry, take 6. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you Google it or did you know it? Because I didn't know it. I would have had to have Googled it. So, but here, let me get you your wonderful. I thought it was very nice of them to do this. So we've got. I got a bunch more. Okay. And the thing is, I'm not gonna. I think what we're gonna do is, like, if you won once, you're gonna be like ineligible, because I'm keeping track of who won. All right. So I'll IM you your link there, dude. All right. Tell me if you got it. Here it comes. All right, you should have it now. All right, cool. Well, listen, guys, I really appreciate you guys stopping by today. I hope this was informative. Yeah, you Googled it. Yeah. I hope this was informative. Steve, I'm not sure what you mean by Mega 2.0, Fusion Mega 2.0. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Thank you guys for the chat, and Mouse in your house. Thank you very much for joining the channel. I appreciate that. And we'll be back soon with another on-air stream, and we'll be getting deeper into this. But again, I still love FS Economy. Guys, thanks a lot, and have a great evening. Okay, take care.